In the small village, nestled by the edge of the great baobab tree, lived a young woman named Adama. She was the daughter of the village's most skilled weaver and had inherited a mother's beautiful eyes, full of dreams and hope. Adama was married to a kind and strong man named Kofi, a farmer who worked the land with the tireless dedication. Their love and their home was modest, but full of love and warmth. Adama and Kofi had been married for 5 blissful years. They shared everything, the joys of harvest, the sorrow and the loss. They were quiet and happy. The quiet moment beneath the baobab where they will walk and talk about their future. But their happiness was soon to be disrupted by a figure from Adama's past, a childhood friend named Amina. Amina had recently returned to the village after many years of living in the city. Though she was beautiful and elegant, Amina carried a sharp tongue and an even sharper sense of bitterness. She would often visit Adama, filling her ears with tales of the city life and promises of better opportunities outside the village. Ada, you deserve more than this small village. Why waste your time with farming? You could be a businesswoman, making huge money. Don't you want to have a life in the city, a life of luxury? Amina would say. Adama, always listening to her friend, began to feel uneasy about her simple life with Kofi. Though her husband was hardworking, there were days when money was tight and their small farm struggled to produce enough for them to live comfortably. But Kofi's love was enough to keep her grounded until Amina's words planted seeds of doubts. One day, while the couple sat together in their home, Adama confided in Kofi her feelings of discontent. She shared Amina's advice, how she longed for a life of wealth and comfort, a life like those she heard about in Amina's stories. Kofi looked at her with concern. Ada, I don't understand you, but I do understand you may be feeling frustrated. But we've built something here together. We have each other, and we have the land. It's not easy, but it's ours. I want us to grow together. Adama smiled weakly, but she couldn't shake off the voice of Amina in her mind. The following weeks saw her spend more time with Amina, discussing city life and though dreaming of what her life could be like if she go to the city. Her friend will always crack her up. Slowly, the cracks in Amina's heart deepened. She began to believe that Kofi's love, hard work, and the life they shared were not enough. She needed more. Then came the fateful day when Amina presented her a plan. You know, Ada, I've heard of a great opportunity in the city. There's a businesswoman looking for partners to invest in a clothing line. With your skill of weaving, all you do, you can make a fortune. And all you need to do is leave Kofi. Come with me and we'll set it all up. Amina's words seemed like a sweet promise of escape from poverty. They weren't so poor, but they were comfortable. Adama felt her heart race as she thought of all the things she could achieve. No longer confined to the rhythms of village life, no longer dependent on the whims of the seasons. The thought of a new life became so alluring that it clouded her judgment. Without telling Kofi, Adama packed her bag and left with Amina. She left behind the home they had built together, the farm that had sustained them, and the man who loved her more than anything in the world. Her stomach and her heart was torn, but she believed that this was the right choice. She believed in the dream Amina had planted in her. When they arrived in the city, things were not as Amina had promised. The businesswoman Amina spoke of turned out to be a fraud, and the clothing line was nothing more than a poorly organized scam. Adama's weaving skills were barely enough to cover the debt they had accrued trying to invest in the business she had left behind, everything for a dream that was nothing more than a smoke. But that hurt for her more than the failed business was the truth she discovered about Amina. Amina had never been a friend. She had been jealous of Adama's happiness with coffee. She had always wanted coffee for herself, and knowing how much Adama loved him, she used her words to lure Adama away. Amina had never cared for Adama's well-being. She had only been biding her time, waiting for the right moment to strike. Months passed, and Adama's dreams of wealth and success had crumbled into dust. She had lost everything, and she had lost her home, her husband, and her peace. With nowhere else to turn, she returned to the village, ashamed of her choice. When she arrived, she found her home had been taken over by new people. The farm had been sold and sold off, and Coffee had moved on with his life. She heard whispers that she had married with another woman, someone who had stood by him through the hardships Adama had abandoned, and through the heartbreak and the pain he went through when she left. Adama's heart was heavy with regret. She wandered to the great baobab tree, where she had and Coffee had shared many moments of happiness. They were always happy there, she remembered. There she collapsed into the earth, sobbing for the life she had lost. As she sat beneath the baobab, a voice broke through her sorrow. It was the village elder, Mama Coffee, who had seen Adama's pain from afar. She sat beside Adama and spoke in soft tones. Child, the baobab is the oldest tree in this land. It has witnessed many storms, yet it stands strong. It has roots that go deep, far beneath the earth, where no storm can touch them. Your heart, too, has roots. But sometimes the storms of life can shake us. You have lost much, yes, but you are not lost. Adama looked up, her eyes filled with tears. Mama, I have lost everything. I believe lies. I left my husband, my home, all because I thought I could find something better. I have wronged everybody. Mama Kofi placed her hand on Adama's shoulder. The greatest wealth is not in what we possess, but in the love we give and receive. You have learned a lesson, but you still have time to mend your heart. Go to Coffee. Ask for forgiveness. Love is stronger than pride. If you truly love him, you will return to him, and together you will rebuild what was lost. No, Mama, I can't do it because he's already married. I have broken him many times. He was too hot when I left. I just need to ask for his forgiveness. Adama followed Mama Coffee's advice. She journeyed to Coffee's new home, where she found him working on a small farm with his new wife. The sight of him broke back all the love she had felt for him before. Coffee, I am so sorry. I was foolish. I listened to the wrong person, and I lost sight of what truly mattered. I left you, and I hurt you, and I can never undo that. But I beg you, please, forgive me and return to me. Coffee was surprised, looked shocked, seeing him for the first time after 2 years. Coffee looked at her for a long moment, his eyes full of pain, but also compassion. Adama, he said, I have forgiven you. I loved you very much before, but you know how much you broke and hurt me. I am married to a new person now. This woman brought so much joy to me, healed my heart, and she has always been there for me. She stood by me when you abandoned me and left. I am sorry, but I can't take you back. I belong to someone else now. I hope you find what you were looking and have always been looking for. I wish you success and wish you good luck. I am someone else's now, but I have forgiven you. Adama stood there looking lost, with tears streaming down her eyes. She fell on her knees, pleaded for forgiveness again, but Kofi walked away with his wife. What do you learn from this story? I believe you learned something strong from this story. Please, lovers, drop your comments and always like, share, and subscribe. Thank you very much.